And welcome. Welcome to the No Name Yet podcast. That is the podcast with no name. And on today's show is the podcaster of all podcasters, the man who would trade his family for a piece of carrot cake, Griddy.
I think I expressed to you that I like carrot cake one time, and I did it like in passing, like not even with any excitement. I was like, "Yeah, I like carrot cake," and now I trade my family for carrot cake. I would trade a lot of members of my family for almost anything, really. So, I mean,
Okay, all right.
that's not really a bold statement.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay. But you like carrot cake.
I like it. I haven't had it in years.
Okay. Do you like
It's very
nuts on
good.
your carrot cake?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
All right.
Nuts should not be in cake.
Okay.
Walnuts, peanuts, none of that. None of that.
Well, very
Get
good.
it out of there. You have
So
a new song because they were shaking you down, correct?
yes, there's a new song playing. It is a temporary new theme song because I know that the last episode I put up, it didn't give me a copyright. I didn't
Very
get
important.
a strike, but copyright ding or whatever you want to call it. So I don't know what's going on. That theme song that I was using was part of a royalty-free album that I purchased, and I sent
Back in
in
the
an
60s.
appeal, and
Right.
I don't know that I heard anything back, and I just keep getting copyright dings. So
Fight the good fight.
yeah. So I know that the internet is full of people that are trying to defend their way of making income and whatever I have to think about it. Well, I guess it
Man, you
doesn't
look
matter.
excited right now. You
Oh, I'm
tired?
excited. I'm a,
You are doing this on your day off finally
I am doing it on my
because of
day
my
off.
idea, and you still
Yep,
look tired.
I still look
What is
tired.
the meaning of this?
I don't know.
We need
Uh,
coffee. We need a cigarette. What do we need?
well, I've had enough coffee. I think it's just it was a long week.
Do you have a pre-show ritual ever, or is it just willy-nilly before you get on?
What do you mean? Do I have a pre-show ritual?
That means you don't. You answer my question. So, I mean,
Uh-huh.
any good athlete, any good performer usually has a ritual. Mine is
Yeah.
usually some sort of music. I am alone. There is, I'm introspective
Okay.
with the music. That's usually it. Maybe other things may vary, but that's a constant is the music.
Well,
At least
to
10
be
minutes
honest with
before.
you, for some reason for this episode, I'm actually nervous.
You seem nervous. You seem off, and I don't know why. I could see you bouncing around right now.
Yeah.
Do you have a big surprise or something?
No.
You're
No.
just nervous. The
I
first
guess.
Friday episode, well, let me tell you, we're not live, so there's literally no reason to be nervous. We could do the
Right.
whole show again. I mean, there's literally no reason to be nervous.
Yeah, that's
You've
true.
done 100 shows.
Yeah, probably.
You
Yep,
need a
I did.
pre-show ritual. That's your new
Okay.
thing. You need to work on a pre-show ritual since you've never had a ritual in your life. Wait, you were in theater. You didn't have any rituals there?
Oh yeah, we used to warm up and
All right. So do you have to
yeah,
take the same thing to this now?
yeah. But
You
I
have
was
to
nervous.
figure
I was
out.
nervous before every show, every time.
Well, it's not gonna the pre-show ritual maybe doesn't get rid of your nerves, but
Yeah.
it will put you in a state that
Mhm.
you should be in, you know? Like
Right.
Kobe Bryant used to listen to the Michael Myers theme a lot.
Okay.
Very good theme to get you in the mood.
Yeah.
Many
So
rituals.
just before we were we started the show, you were talking about a holiday gangbang. Would you
Yeah.
like to say something about that?
Well, the Christmas tree's in the background because I'm too lazy to take it down, and also because I put it up late, so I might as well take it down late. So as I
Okay.
said on my last episode, it's gonna go down late Jan, early Feb. Then I decided to wear my favorite jersey, which happens to be a Halloween style jersey. So we have a holiday gangbang. All I need is like some Easter ears, and that's it. And a little, I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
like a turkey or something.
Little St. Patrick's Day hat.
Yeah, so with the holiday gangbang.
Yeah. All right. A fist in the air
What is
for
next? Is
Labor Day.
Valentine's is next, right?
Valentine, yeah.
Yeah,
Valentine's
most
Day.
favorite. Apparently, Cupid was a pedo, which none of us have. There's no evidence of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a big. We literally had that argument. We had that argument maybe a week ago. Still, not
again?
no evidence. Yeah, no evidence that Cupid was into any heinous acts of that nature.
Okay.
Yeah, he must. I don't know. He hates all holidays at this point.
Well, he's given up on Christmas.
The only one that's safe, I think, is New Year, and that one's something's gonna happen next year. He's gonna be baby New Year's gonna get it from him. He's not gonna like it. Something's gonna happen.
Maybe he'll be offended by whatever calendar. Is that the Gregorian calendar? And
You're asking the wrong guy.
wage.
I only know about the Hooters calendar.
Okay. Well, maybe he'll wage a movement to return to the lunar calendar.
Right. Was that the Mayans?
No, that's what well, a lot of cultures use the lunar calendar.
Okay.
Jewish people use the lunar calendar.
That's why Hanukkah's different every year.
Yeah.
You said
that would be the calendar that Jesus, or according to Yahshua, would have been, not to insult anyone who uses the name Yahshua.
Right.
But anyway, so we do have a temporary new theme, and I would like to promote. I would like everyone to know that the No Name Yet podcast is now on Telegram. And I would just like to give that a shout out, because Telegram is now my favorite app. And people that I like to listen to, it is very easy to access videos on Telegram. And just so everybody knows that when I upload the show, it will be scheduled for Saturdays on YouTube, on Rumble, and on the podcast platforms such as Apple Podcasts and Spotify. But when I upload it to Telegram, I don't have a schedule option, so you'll get it about a day early.
Wow. How's that going to work? Because you're doing it on Friday now.
Well, it will go up.
So you'll do it
Friday night
in a time machine.
Saturday. Yeah.
You may do it from a time machine, so you can guarantee it on Friday.
No, it's a Saturday. Saturday's my.
But if you're going to put it on Telegram a day before, which is the day you do them now. So how's that going to work?
Well, it'll be on there tonight.
If you don't have to edit it a bunch.
Well, true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
like if I don't let's say I talked
good looking out.
Like let's say I talked about the and the from my episode. Like you'd have to edit that out. You'd have to edit that out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if I kept saying pedophile, YouTube doesn't like. You'd have to edit that out too.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I think everyone has the point.
Yeah. Like if I start promoting the Valentine's Day show, and I'm like, yeah, we're gonna talk about and we're gonna talk about and that episode, and you'd have to edit that out.
I would have to edit that out. Yes.
It's
exactly.
It's really, I think it's really important that you don't promote it on Friday. Actually, I think you should actually retract that, because we all know things happen. Why don't you talk about what? Speaking of that, this is exactly why you shouldn't have said what you just said. Leaving that you said it, but then let's retract what you said. Coming from somebody who is, how many more episodes ahead am I than you? Like 50?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, happens, and you do not want to. You do not want to like unless you do it live.
Uh-huh.
That is because
Okay.
tell
All right.
everybody
Yeah, I
what
hear what you're.
no, I'm saying, but tell everybody what happened last week with your
Well,
dad.
well,
Did they hear about that already?
well, if they watched last week's episode, yeah,
Oh, okay.
they
I
heard the
didn't. Okay,
disclosure. But if you didn't hear the disclosure, that I recorded an entire episode with my father and there was no sound.
and you recorded another one,
Well,
and there
no,
was no
the
sound.
first one, the file disappeared,
Right.
and then the second one we had no sound.
Right. Now, I'm not saying this to make fun of you. I'm just saying, in
Mm-hmm.
general, it would probably not be a good idea to promote it on Friday if it may not be on Friday.
True, you're absolutely right. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Um, but
Stuff
it
just
is on
happens.
Telegram. I do like Telegram.
I'm glad.
Um,
This is where your favorite broadcasters are.
yes, that's where I follow people who know something about the Ukraine war.
Right.
You can get I for those, I don't know who would know who is listening anyway, but I've traditionally followed one or two of the battlefronts in which the United States is either involved or selling weapons to. I figure that a lot of people thank the men and women of our military for their service, but I don't know how many would be able to say what is exactly happening on the battlefield. So I've always tried to pay attention and to have some knowledge about what's going on, that we don't have any American troops per se on the front lines in Ukraine, but there are some American mercenaries on the front lines and our weapons are being used. So I tend to pay attention. And I also would like to promote, since I
Wow.
I don't do this kind of thing, and I really need to.
What
I'd
is this?
ask
Your is this your
everyone
OnlyFans?
to like and subscribe. The more likes we get, the more of a better chance we have of being seen by other people. And of course, we'd like to get our subscriptions up on Rumble and YouTube.
There you go.
And so I'd like to also promote my Twitter.
Wow. I
Yep.
mean, you want to save some of this to the end and give people an actual,
Well, my
some
Twitter handle is right above my head, on the background at Rev Rich Moran Jr. And when you bring that up, it says the Village Idiot Rich. The Village Idiot got cut off of my screen here. We're running a quality program. And what I've also done on my Twitter is start uploading some of my favorite videos that I go back to, videos that make me laugh. There might be something that I think is newsworthy, but you can bring these videos up by searching hashtag favorite you boob videos. That's hashtag favorite you boob videos. And so nobody else has used that hashtag. So all the videos that I've hashtagged those on come up. And the reason why I am calling them YouBoob videos is because I believe that YouTube is an extension of the fascist, authoritarian, modern day Big Brother surveillance apparatus for the United Corporations of America.
I just want to say that me and the Griddy Knows Best people are big fans of YouTube, and we plan on getting paid from them one day. So I do not stand by. I don't even know what he said, but I do not
Okay.
agree.
You
I plan on getting a paycheck from them one day. So
you want some deniability.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know what this guy's talking about.
Well, I still, I'm small
I
enough
don't agree
where
with everything they do, but do you agree with everything your employers may do? Not that they're my employer now, but don't agree with everything everybody does.
I just thought that was a mild and honest critique.
Right. Yeah, critique is good. Do you have anything else you want to promote? Because this may start looking like QVC if you do.
Um, well, I would like to coin the next section of this show, the village idiot moment.
Okay, we have a segment now.
A segment.
This is getting professional now.
This is getting professional now. So, have you ever heard of the Azov Battalion?
No.
Okay, so this is a regiment in Ukraine, where some people have alleged that they are neo Nazis, and other people have said that they're not. That they may have had some associations with groups of people like that, but now that now at present day that they've reformed, that they're patriots, they're Ukrainian patriots who are fighting the good fight against Russia. So I just wanted to share for just a moment. Let me just bring this up here. So, and you can tell me, I mean, remember that this is a village idiot moment. That I am the village idiot. That I am a conspiracy theorist. Well, the people that I follow are conspiracy theorists, and I've been misled all these years, and I'm looking to reform my affinity to people who perpetuate conspiracies. Does that make sense?
You're looking to join the herd again.
Yes, I'm looking to join the herd.
Okay.
So, if we just take a look at this article right here. All right. So this was back in March of 2015.
Oh, throwback.
And Reuters news agency wrote the far right Azov Battalion, whose symbol resembles black swastika on yellow background, is preparing to defend the port city of Mariupol in southern Ukraine against a widely expected attack by pro-Russian separatists. And then they go on to say the 100,000 strong ultra-nationalist militia has a reputation as a fierce pro-government fighting force in the almost year-old conflict with the Russian-backed rebels in eastern Ukraine, and is disdainful of all peace efforts. And then when we go down here, and we're looking at the history of the Azov Battalion, it says the Patriot of Ukraine. And the Azov Battalion originated from Belinsky's parliamentary national socialist group called the Patriot of Ukraine, which propagated slogans of white supremacy, racial purity, and the need for authoritarian power and centralized national economy. And then it goes on to describe the Azov Battalion and its affiliations and similarities to white national thought and Nazism. So if we look at this article, if we fast forward, to May of 2022, Reuters reported Factbox, the last defenders of Mariupol. What is Ukraine's Azov regiment? And they start off by saying that Russian President Vladimir Putin looks poised to take full control of Ukraine's southeastern port of Mariupol after the apparent surrender of the last Ukrainian forces holed up at a vast steel works. And at the core of the last stand has been the Azov Battalion, whose fighters are lionized as heroes in Ukraine, but reviled by Putin's Kremlin as a band of Russian-hating neo-Nazis. The Azov's origins The Azov Regiment began as one of many militias of volunteer fighters who banded together to fight pro-Russian separatists backed by Moscow, who carved out 2 breakaway regions in eastern Ukraine in 2014 after Russia annexed Crimea, the Crimean Peninsula. They're just good patriots. And Mariupol is the spiritual home of the Azov Regiment, which it helped Ukraine recapture from pro-Russian fighters in 2014, where it had a permanent base until the 2022 invasion. The militia emerged from Belinsky's Patriot of Ukraine organization that critics have championed white nationalist, anti-immigrant, and extreme right ideas. Its logo, a black wolf angel, a symbol that was used by some Nazi units, is seen by critics as neo-Nazis. The Azov said the logo represents the letter N and the letter I of national idea and deny it is neo-Nazi. So it goes on to paint the Azov Battalion as freedom fighters, and if we look at other establishment news outlets, that some have said that the Azov Battalion is reformed. Some just point out that they are protecting the Ukrainians against the Russians and their patriots. So, as the village idiot, I must be wrong I'm wrong about the Azov Battalion, believing that we are sending our money, our tax money, to neo-Nazis. So, in considering that, and I can see that you're absolutely bored, Griddy, but in considering how wrong that I am disparaging the Azov Battalion as possibly nefarious in any way, I thought, and let me just bring this up here for our viewing audience, and I'll explain it for those who are listening. I thought I would change my background of the show and post the Azov logo on the no name yet background. So what I have is the Azov symbol, and underneath it says, "What do you think?" So I don't know, Griddy, what do you think? Do you think I should leave that symbol up there? I mean, it couldn't be offensive to anybody in any way whatsoever, because the establishment media in the United States says that they are not neo-Nazis. So I guess that should be good enough for me and you and all the listeners of the No Name Yet podcast.
I think you were wrong about one thing. You said I look absolutely bored. There's no way for me to be bored because I wasn't paying attention. I was in my own world. When people are in situations like this, it is good to escape into your mind or into things that are pleasing to think about. So I was not bored at all because I have no clue what you were talking about. All I know is, I don't even know, something about Ukraine, then a symbol, and then you change the background to something, and you read a lot of words, a lot of words, and it was just just like, ew, the vibe just went down.
All right. So do you think it was just too much for the average listener?
I don't know your listener. I don't know. Maybe they were into it.
Maybe
they're big time article readers, and it wasn't for me.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'm pretty much over the Ukraine. I had my 2 days where I watched the live stream going on when the tanks are rolling in. After that, that's what I did. I put some soap on my hands, put it under the water, washed it up,
Uh-huh.
and went on with my life, cleaning up my own backyard and figuring out what's going on in my own world.
Uh-huh.
That's basically what I did.
All right.
I watched the good part, the beginning, and then I'll tune in at the end. See who won, see what happened.
It's like
The soap.
a soap
Something.
opera. Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw the cool parts. He's like, "Hey, I'm staying. I'm staying." Everyone's like, "Yeah, yeah." I'm staying. And then I was like, "Well, all right, it's not over now." And I was like, "Still not over yet." So I'm just gonna go back to what I'm doing. Let me know when this is over so I can see who won. I
Okay.
got bigger fish to fry.
So it's like a football game that you don't want to sit through.
I got literally no stake in the game.
Yeah.
They're not coming through what do I live on? They're not coming through Genesee's. Ain't no tanks coming through here. I don't
Right,
gotta
that's
make any
true.
Molotov.
That's true. Yeah.
Not in my backyard. You know what I mean? Like you're in
Yeah.
the street, and two crews are going at it. You're not involved in either one. What stake you got in the game?
What stake do I have in the game?
No, I'm saying like if you're in the street and two crews are going at it, you're not gonna, you're gonna get that involved. You don't got no stake in either one. You just, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
We're sending money to the Ukraine. All right, we waste money all the time. Whoop-de-doo. We're trillions in debt. We know. It's like, what's gonna change? Whatever.
So do you just don't care?
It's like, what can you do? What can you do?
Well, I guess you
Relax.
can't do anything. If enough people push back,
This is nothing you can do.
but I
There's
guess
nothing you
enough
can
people
do.
are going to push back.
We waste money all the time.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah.
You're not gonna make me I don't want to go to war, that's for sure. That's where I would be like, let's not do that. Let's not go to war for something that has nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
But we understand that war makes money, so most likely there's gonna be one someday.
Well, there's a lot of people making money on this war, so that's probably why we're going to try
We're
to make it
involved.
last as long as possible.
Yeah, there's money, in war. And honestly, if I was a little smarter, maybe I should have got into that in school. I should have came up and I should have figured out a way in that industry.
To sell arms.
Yeah, I should have done that instead of doing this like an idiot. I should have figured out how to profit off a war.
So do you think I should leave this symbol up for the rest of the show?
Yeah, because you want to.
No, I don't have any desire either way.
What does the symbol mean? In lame, like quickly, like extremely fast.
Well, some people say that it's a variation of the swastika.
Oh, then don't.
Yeah, but the mainstream media says it's not.
Well,
so
we listen to them. I mean, what are you gonna do?
But that's the point of being the village idiot.
Yeah,
is that I need to trust the establishment instead of those that.
That's one thing I will not. That's one thing
have expressed.
That's one thing I will not recommend.
That we're sending money and arms to Nazis.
That's one thing I will not recommend is listening to letting them spoon feed you any information at all.
But of course, since this is broadcasting on YouTube, that the establishment media is of course a wealth of accurate and thoughtful information from which we could learn.
No, definitely not. Don't do that. Do your own research. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, no.
I care enough.
A lot of people became very upset with those people who just did not trust the COVID information that was given to us through the mainstream media and did their own research. That you should not read for yourself.
Right, because we didn't learn that in school.
Yeah, you shouldn't read for yourself.
They might not teach you that now. Maybe they don't teach you that now.
You just need to trust what the government.
I always grew up with the notion that you should do your own research.
Yeah,
they don't teach kids that now.
No, that's changed.
Oh, wow.
We live in a different time now.
Okay, I'm living in my own time.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Why are you doing your own research? That's you have to just trust
Yeah, that's
what
dumb.
the major news agencies and the government tell us.
Yeah, I only watch. I'll tell you this. I only watch Fox because everybody's hot on that. Like everybody's hot. So I just watch that once in a while, like
Yeah.
twice a year.
Okay.
Twice a year. I mean, that's why
Uh,
that's who kept me up to date on the Ukraine. So because everybody's hot,
okay.
they know what they're doing. Not that they get not no like all the chicks are hot. So that's where that's as far as I go.
Uh-huh.
See where my head is at.
Yeah. So
Do I believe it? That's a different story.
right.
No, not really.
So there's a quote from this book. It's called 1984 by George Orwell. And
Yeah,
it's one of the lines in the
my
books.
fave.
It says, who controls the past, said the party slogan, controls the future. Who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past.
Right.
So, I mean, that's absolute, that's absolute garbage. I mean, who would go back and try to change people's opinion on what might have been written in the past
Oh, that's never happened.
and the
That doesn't
present?
happen
I
ever.
mean,
That
why
never
would
happens.
I
Yeah,
mean,
our textbooks, like when they show you the textbooks and the guy is you ever seen that meme where they show you in like the second grade textbook in Egypt and the guy's white? It's like a white guy in Egypt.
oh yeah, yeah.
It's like, who goes back and changes the past? Absolutely nobody.
Nobody. And well, of
History
course, yeah.
history is totally not written by the winners.
I'm sure that Cleopatra was white.
Oh yeah, I mean, everybody was wonderful. George Washington, not George Washington. What am I thinking about? Oh, Christopher Columbus just came over. Just took it peacefully. He didn't throw
Yeah.
blankets full of smallpox on everybody.
Did he do that, or is that later?
I think that
on?
was Columbus.
That was
don't
Columbus?
quote me. Not that not that he didn't do anything similar, like me mistaking him for another horrific part of history. Like me, if he didn't do that, he did something very similar.
Uh-huh.
He probably raped somebody and gave him a disease.
Yeah. And
I'm pretty sure it was Columbus though, throwing blankets full of what was it, smallpox or not smallpox?
Well, that was done. That was
would've-
done to the natives.
Was it
in
smallpox?
America. Yeah.
Oh,
Smallpox
okay.
on blankets. Yeah.
Okay, I think that was them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, history is totally not written by the winners ever. It's totally, it's totally factual.
Uh-huh.
Very factual.
Yeah. And
drink the Kool-Aid. It tastes great.
And so, the video that I watched of a member of the Azov Battalion explaining that the Azov Battalion and the people who have the same philosophy as he does, are a small percentage of the population, about 8% of the population, I think that was said, but went on to say, that their influence in the military and in the parliament was much greater. That even though they were small in number, they wielded a lot of power in Ukraine. So that video it must have been staged. And because I'm the village idiot, I thought for a while that might be true. But of course, I know it's not true.
Come on, you ever seen the video where they're like, "Oh my God, this is a major flood. This is a horrible flood going on in this neighborhood," and like they're riding on they're on this boat. They're acting like it was a big flood. That's so much of a flood they had to ride on a little kayak, and then the guy just walks by and the water's like up to his ankle,
up to his waist.
If you've never seen that video, watch that video. That's most likely what's happening with almost everything.
But first, the severe flooding here in the Northeast as more rain continues to fall today. NBC's Michelle Kaczynski, I guess she's in the canoe, is in Wayne, New Jersey this morning.
Hey,
Michelle, good morning to you.
Good morning. Well, obviously we're getting a nice break from the rain, but not the flooding. This is essentially now a part of the Passaic River in this neighborhood.
Yeah,
It's just the TV is a tool to scare you and to make you buy things. Just as long as you go watching TV knowing that,
yeah.
you're good. It's supposed to scare you and make you buy things. Other than that, it has no use. So it's like, whatever. Does it surprise me? No. Does it surprise me that we're being lied to? Absolutely not. What can we do about it? Not much. You know what we could do? We can go to Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, we could.
We can go to Texas Roadhouse. Come on, we're talking about Ukraine still. This is such old news, such old hat. Nobody cares about that anymore. Let's talk about the crypto billionaires that are basically, dying at young ages. This is what you should have came with. This is news.
Well, we're gonna have to look into that. I haven't looked into the crypto billionaires.
You're looking into Ukraine. Listen, it's corrupt. Cares? It's over. Enough for Ukraine. Zelensky, whatever. He's writing a book about all his famous war speeches, like he's.
No. You got to go back now. You have to go back.
And what?
You have to call him Alinsky. No Z on the front of his name.
I don't know about that.
At the beginning of this conflict, there were two cities in Germany that were outraged about the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and the Russians have a Z on their tanks.
Yeah, I remember that.
So they said that they were banning the letter Z. And then the Ukrainians heard about that, and they demanded that the world ban the letter Z. So don't call the president of Ukraine Zelensky. It's Alinsky.
Well,
no Z.
You're not banning the letter Z. You're not banning the letter Z because that'd be racist.
Ban the letter Z.
You can't do that because that'd be racist. Because Zorro writes a Z on everything, and he's Mexican. So you cannot take that away from the Mexicans. You cannot take that away from Spanish people. I think Zorro was Mexican.
Well, Zorro is going to have to. He's going to have to start doing an O, and he's going to be called Oro.
No, because that might mean something else in Spanish. I don't know what that means. You're not taking away the Z. Zorro's a badass, and he's going to be putting the Z on people. That's it. We're not taking away no Z. I never heard of that. This is how involved you are with the Ukraine war. It's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's horrible.
It's horrible.
It's probably worse than you even know. Whatever you know, it's probably worse than that.
Right. I thought
crypto billionaires.
I thought that our money and our weapons were keeping the war going, but I guess
one of the crypto billionaires was like 27 years old or something like that. And he dies mysteriously he drowns on a beach in Puerto Rico with all his clothes on.
What do you think it is?
I don't know what it is, but it's like that's the interesting part because I don't know what it is. It's like I'm not an expert on this. I'm just hearing about it. And I'm like, that's fishy. 3 of them are dying, young ages. They're all crypto millionaires or billionaires. What is that? Is that the government trying to like get into the what is that called? Like the blockchain? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm going to sound stupid even surmising what it is. And then you have all these people that are scamming you with crypto and scamming you with what's that other thing? With NFTs.
Yeah.
World's going crazy. All these
celebrities
scamming
my
everybody.
Bitcoin would go back up.
I don't know nothing about it. All I know is people are dying.
Well, we'll have to look into that.
Sam Bankman-Fried, you know about him?
Yeah, I know about him.
What did he do? He embezzled?
Well, that had to do with Ukraine.
Did it too? Everything goes back to Ukraine?
Yeah, it was supposed to.
I heard nothing about that.
Yeah, a lot of that money went to Ukraine and then funneled its way back to the Democratic Party somehow. And
well, he did a bunch of donations to Biden, right?
Yeah.
So what? He got a bunch of investment money and then embezzled it. He donated.
He used the money. From what I understand, he used the money to pay off debt with another entity that he I forgot what it was called. It's like right on the tip of my tongue.
Right. So
But
now he'll go to jail for
he took it from FDX and paid off his other company.
right. So that's the deal.
And then it crashed.
Point is, it's
Well,
very
lost it.
odd that apparently these kids are dying. They're in the crypto space. Who knows what's going on? Who knows what kind of deals they were making? Who knows who they pissed off? Who knows what kind of motive there is behind it? Just know something shady's going on. It's wild. It's weird, and we'll probably find out eventually. More will come to light eventually when more of these people are drop dead. Who knows? But I don't know much about crypto. All I know is Vince McMahon just did one of the wildest moves I've ever seen. Okay? You know Vince McMahon?
No.
Vince McMahon is the head of WWE.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yep.
This is the news. This was wild. All right. Regardless of what they say he did, I'm not talking about the sexual assault allegation. I'm talking about this specific instance now. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is. I'm not talking about his whatever allegations he got about assaulting people in tanning beds and that. So this guy, right? Because he got ousted from the company because of those rumors. He had to step down, right?
Okay.
So then his daughter and son-in-law take over, and this other guy, Nick Khan, takes over. He leaves him in charge. And I guess he got a bug up his ass and was like, I want to come back. So he's like, I want to sell the company, and I want to be the chairman of the board again or something like that. So they have to vote on the board, right? On the board of what is it? The shareholders board? What is it called?
The board of directors.
The board of directors, they got to vote. So they all vote unanimously against him that he can't come back. So what does he do? Somehow he fires like 4 or 5 of the people from the board of directors. I guess because he's a majority shareholder. I don't know how he did it.
Okay.
He fired or got a bunch of people let go from the board of directors, put his own people in, and got back in the company that way. They redid the vote, and he got unanimously voted in. How cool is that? That's some gangster there. And you know what? I don't give a what anybody says about that, because that was his company anyway. Like his father, he bought that from his father. So it's like, at the end of the day, I could see the mentality like, I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die in this company. So now the rumor is that he is back in the company to sell, and the hot rumor is he's gonna sell to Saudi Arabia, which would be crazy, because then the company's gonna go private, and he could basically do whatever he wants again. So this is some wild accusations that are going on.
And you like that?
Well, I think it's a cool move. I mean, the guy owned the company. It was his baby. It's like, yeah, I could see the mentality. It's not like he was Bob Iger or somebody, right, that was like appointed at one point to Disney. Let's just think about if it was Walt Disney that did it. You'd be like, yeah, I could see that. He built the company.
Well, you are supposed to subject yourself to checks and balances when you bring the company public. So what he didn't want to do is comply with those checks and balances. So it goes to show you the undemocratic nature of the corporation. And one of the founders, I think it was Jefferson, pointed out that corporations serve no purpose to society.
Right. The product sucks. I'll say that. WWE sucks. And I do not want him back in creative. I'll say that. But that move was badass. That was great. That was cool. How do you even do that? And he's getting sued for that now because of some fiduciary duty or something like that.
Okay, yeah. Well, there's a lot of laws and rules around it. Maybe justice will prevail, but I doubt it.
The guy is out of control. I mean, there's so many stories about the man. I mean, there's the urban legend of Jimmy Snuka killing his girlfriend, and then all of a sudden Vince McMahon shows up with a briefcase at a police station.
Do you remember when you said that all you heard me saying was a bunch of words when I was reading those articles?
But this is relevant. And I'm also not reading off a page. This is what's going on right now. This is cool stuff.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to get rid of the Azov Battalion symbol. I'm
And you
going
got
to
to put
take
Vince
that
McMahon on
down.
there. I just thought that was an interesting anecdote of some big business titan.
Uh-huh. So, if you remember the last episode that you were on, that I tasted Rudolph the Reindeer cereal.
Right.
And I said during that episode that I was going to bring the box and give it to the kids in the church.
You didn't do that.
And I did not do that.
Yeah.
There's the box. There's the box right there.
The transparent box.
And
what are we gonna do? Another taste test? Oh
No.
wow! You did a lot more taste testing.
that's what's left.
It was good. It was pretty good.
It's not even a full bowl.
It was
left.
pretty good.
A lot of crumbs at the bottom.
Yeah, I did not eat that much at all.
No, I
But
did
it was
like.
good.
I like the cereal.
Yeah.
I don't get sugar cereal very often.
Yeah.
So yeah. So sorry, kids.
Well, they got the Oreo cereal, so they're fine.
Yeah, they got my Oreo cereal, which
They're
is
fine.
actually the best cereal that I think was ever made.
That's very untrue.
Oh, I loved that cereal.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Waffle Crisp. I mean, Fruity Pebbles dominates. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, Fruity Pebbles, I would say, would be my number 2.
It's great. It's great.
That's a good cereal.
Yep.
As far as sugar cereals go.
Well, what other cereals are there?
Well, there's other,
Wheaties?
I mean, there's stuff that's a little better for your body. I eat granola when I eat cereal.
Lame.
So.
What's the point of eating cereal if it's not covered in sugar and red dye and blue dye? You
Well,
want to hear something interesting?
What's that?
It's not interesting at all. But you know that now they're saying the red dye is causing bowel inflammation.
Really?
It's like a hot topic now. The red dye, red 40 or whatever, is causing bowel inflammation. So then I get, for my birthday, I get 3 pounds of M&Ms, peanut M&Ms from Cemetery Girl. But it just so happens, unbeknownst to her, Amazon sent me the Christmas edition, which was red and green. So now I have like 4,000 red M&Ms.
Uh-huh.
So happy birthday. Here's some bowel inflammation.
How are your bowels doing?
They're fine right now.
Okay.
But we'll see at the end of those 3 pounds.
Mm-hmm. My dog just ran down the stairs, and now she's sniffing the cereal.
Oh, give her some. Some of that chocolate. Now she'll die. She's already like too old for that. Too old for that.
Yeah, she's had too many pills in it as it is.
Yeah. All right, go on YouTube and look up, type in LAD @CHC and then Osborne, as in Ozzy Osbourne, OSBOURNE sings. Osborne sings. Type that in. You'll see him with the little jersey on. You see it?
This is from 2003.
Yep. This is very relevant. This is not
Sure.
relevant.
I'm sure it's relevant.
This is timeless, though. This is timeless. Everybody's
Okay.
gonna like this.
All right.
Now we're gonna laugh. We talked about war. We talked about the water being poisoned and all that. Yep, there you go, right there. They're taking our money. They're sending it to Ukraine. Blah blah blah. We're gonna watch something funny now.
And Ozzy Osbourne. All right, Chicago. I want to hear a real crazy crowd start singing with me. Are you ready? Are you ready? I can't hear you. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, and let's go out to the water. Let's go out to the river. Take me in and bring us in. I don't remember what I have to do. And I'm going out to the water. show out at the old ball game.
Now let's get some runs.
Some runs, come on, don't mess around. Let's get some runs, guys.
Coming.
Oh, come on. Tell me that wasn't amazing.
It was amazing.
That was so good. I don't know how that escaped me for years till the other day.
Uh-huh.
Classic clip. Classic clip.
So
Wasn't that great?
It was great. That was great. And so the last thing that I wanted to do was to play a little bit of the episode with my dad. And I thought that maybe I would do my voice and that you would be my dad
Okay.
as it's playing.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure.
All right. So let me just bring up the video. Of course, it has no sound, so we have to add the dialogue in
Right.
in there. So can you see that?
Yep. Beautiful Christmas tree.
Yep, Christmas tree in the background, and so we'll play a little bit of it. There, it's playing.
Oh, hey, Rich, we're finally back, huh?
Yeah, we're back on. Yep, thanks for being on the show after I screwed up the first show. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. You know, hopefully you get things together today.
Yep. Well, I think everything's gonna be okay. We'll have a show to put up, and you know, it's
Good, good.
great.
I don't have the same amount of time today. I got to go watch PGA.
Okay.
So the tour, the father son tour is on.
Well, you watch PGA all the time. Can't you take a break from watching a PGA?
No, I can't.
Why?
Because
Why
I already,
can't you?
because I already took a break the first time, and look what happened. Look where that got me.
Well,
It got us literally nothing.
I don't know. That wasn't my fault. That the file just disappeared.
Well, whose fault was it? You run the show.
I don't know. It's just a technological world, you know. I mean, these things happen.
I don't know. I got my iPhone like 3 years ago, and I can work that. How come you can't work your computer?
Well, it's not an iPhone. It just did.
But it's
did it on its
technology. I
own.
figured mine out.
Well, yeah, but you haven't figured out all the technology. You're always coming to me.
Well, all I know
Oh.
is I'm sipping my whatever this is here. I don't know. Your mom gave me something. This is
Well, what
good.
kind of beer is that? Oh, and oh, there's your chocolate golf clubs.
Yeah, I love them. These are amazing.
Yep, and look at the little golf balls have paper on them, and you make sure you unwrap those before you eat them.
Yeah, well, I'm not sick, so thanks. I knew that.
All right.
Also,
well,
you know, these are reminding me that I wish I was at the golf course right now instead of doing the show. So you got any questions you'd like to ask? And don't ask me the same questions you asked me last time because that would be boring.
no, I have a real sneaky feeling that we're not going to have any sound on this episode, so I'm going to end it right now.
Oh, great.
Okay, bye. Yeah, that was good.
There you go. Was that good? I'm sure your dad will love it.
I think he'll really, really like it.
Not like we did a good puppet show because we were just talking no matter who was talking.
That's right. Yeah.
It didn't really match the lip movements at all.
Well, yeah.
So has the nerve subsided?
Yeah, finally.
Okay, good. You should not be nervous. This is for fun.
Yes, I know. We end the episode the same way every time with a prayer. Let us pray. Father God, we thank you for this time, and that, Lord, as we look out onto 2023, that we hope for a good year. That, Lord, I pray for peace in the world. I pray for peace between people who know each other. I pray for peace in our neighborhood and on our streets. So, Lord, I ask that you lift up Griddy and that you continue to watch over him and help him reach his goals. And that, Lord, I ask that you continue to watch over me and guide me in the way that you want me to go. and to do the same for everyone else. And we pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Good night.
GN.